Hi, I'm Morgan and I am a fertility counselor at Pinnacle Fertility, and I am here today to discuss a little bit about navigating relationship challenges during a fertility journey. So it's really common to feel out of sync with your partner when you're going through this process, or maybe even each one of you is just dealing with the stress and the grief in different ways. So a few ways that people can really help navigate this process together. The first one is just figuring out what support actually means to you in this process, figuring out what it means for your partner, right? So openly communicating about what actually feels supportive and what you actually need in this process. And getting really specific with that. So, do you want a hug after your injections? Do you want your partner to help you do the injections and mix them? Is it helpful for your partner to send you a supportive text message during the day? What exactly does support mean to you? So getting really specific and just openly talking about that. It also can be really helpful to recognize differences in coping styles. Just because somebody doesn't want to talk about it or isn't talking about it, doesn't mean that they don't care. They might just have a different way of relating to it. Maybe they're feeling overwhelmed. Maybe they don't know how to talk about it. So just recognizing that we all have different ways of dealing with stress and respecting each other's different styles in dealing with stress can be helpful. It's also really important in your relationship to create space to do things that don't involve fertility treatments. So carving out time for fun or for connection. And I know that can feel really hard when everything is revolving around treatment, but it can be really helpful. Additionally, communicating to your partner without criticism or without blame in this process. So focusing on how you're feeling, what you need, not accusing your partner of anything when you communicate. So it can be really helpful to stick with an I statement. So I feel this emotion when this situation. So instead of saying, you're so closed off, we need to talk more, saying, I feel really lonely when we don't talk in this process. And an I statement isn't an excuse to say something like, I feel like you never listened to me. That still blames somebody. So what we really want to do is just focus on the feelings and not on you did this. So we are here to help you feel more connected during this journey, and feel free to ask any questions that you have below.